Salam, good morning. Wise Solace. Giving you all a chance to get in here. First one in, let me know if the sound is working, please. This book explains many different things, but the most important thing it explains is what spells are. You know, in the daytime, everybody wise, even though they ain't. So magic spells may be this, maybe that to you. This book explains exactly what it is. Now, of course, magic spells is all the substances that we have. You know, alcoholic beverages, drug substances. These are mixtures of, the different elements from the periodic table. They create liquid in that way. And Clorox, everything you could think of. Whatever liquid you can think of, it's an arrangement of elements. So like water is a liquid. H2O, this is to say like two hydrogen atoms are double the amount of hydrogen gas to oxygen gas. Periodic table thing. And so this is how substances is made. Drug substances, alcoholic beverages. These are the spells. And of course, you get my point. It don't stop there. Pharmaceutical drugs, Ozempic, all of that. It's all spells. Basically keep y'all bound to the thing. Now, first one in, please let me know if I'm clear. Once I get a sound check, we can begin. Hopefully everyone's in good spirits. Hopefully everyone washed their ass today. I know y'all skipping the winter time. Cold air doesn't suppress stink. It keeps this stink fresh. Like, you take meat, you put it in the freezer. It keeps the meat from going bad. If you stink and you say, man, it's wintertime, nobody can smell me. What happens is you cover all that stink up. You go outside, you freeze it, and keep it fresh. Then when you then when you come around people when the stink thaws out, woo-hoo. Can I get a sound check, please? I'm assuming I don't have any sound. YouTube has been interfering with my channel. I don't know why though, but I do know why. Because I'm deep like that. Ah, it's a beautiful thing. I'm clear. Well, I suppose we should get to the lesson then. Now, I have no clue what the lesson was for the day. I thought I wasn't going to have any sound, but I do. And so, if any of you guys have any questions, like, anything that's being taught that you may be confused on, anything, ask your questions. I'll answer them. Now, I do want to say this right quick. Of course, you can visit upscaleknowledge.org or just Google Upscale Knowledge and go to the book section. And, all my books are there. Now, I want to say this. because a lot of you guys come into the wisdom or the knowledge, not necessarily here, but wherever you do. And like I said, everybody comes at different times. Now, the point I'm making is I started 2015, end of the year, let's say 2016. That was 10 years ago. Some of you guys are 26, 27, 25, 24. I started when you was 14. You wasn't paying wisdom any mind. The point I'm making is, a lot of y'all coming into the wisdom now, and you don't understand that I'm before you. And I'm before whatever you're lost on. Meaning whoever's teaching you, I'm before them. Whatever they teaching you, it come from me. I was blackballed probably like in 2018. So let's say 10 years ago, which is 2016, you was 14. When you turn 16, they already blackballed you. In that, y'all come into the wisdom under whoever y'all do. And you get my point? When I'm explaining certain things, y'all kind of be looking at some people. You kind of view it like I'm riding a wave or I'm mimicking somebody else. It's the reverse. Let's say you intrigued by near-death experience stories that you hear online. And every time you play it, the person got a near-death experience that got to do with darkness. That come from me. In 2016, I made a near-death experience story. You get it? Or I did a video on one that I had. Of course, I break down scholarship. I break down a bunch of stuff. The point I'm making is there's many things that I've explained, or I may have just said in a video at one point or another, and people make whole cults out of it. You got whole near-death experience cults where everybody talking about they was lost in the darkness. And that truly just descend from a video that Solace did in 2016 when you was 14 or 15 years old. You see me do a near-death experience video now, or you see me speak of the darkness, you think I'm riding a wave. I started that wave. It's the same with my name, Solace. If you go back to 2016, there was no solace. Y'all didn't even know what that word meant. Let's say you somebody in the daytime, you got your name as Solace, or you got it in your name. Let's say you just used the word because you like, damn, that has become a popular word. That word in that name come from me. You're not going to find nobody with that name as they channel or anything before 2016. Don't get lost. People can change the name of their channel right now. Let's say they channel, say they started in 2010. They can go back to a video 20 years ago and rename it. But if you've been following long enough, or you've been around more than 10 years, then you know, like, no, he is telling the truth. Nobody knew what Solace meant when he came. They was calling me Silas. Meaning y'all never heard that word. Y'all thought I was saying something wrong, like. And so you get my point? I'm just giving y'all clarity for like I said, people come into the wisdom at different times. I'm 43. I started at 33, but when I started, maybe you was 12. You 22 now. You come here, you think like we in a competition. We not. Whatever you lost on, I'm before you. You get my point? Let's say you lost into the groups. You 23, 24, you getting manipulated by one of these groups. Pan-Africans, Hebrews, whatever. And I say, like, man, all them groups, man, that's what create the separation between black people. You think I'm riding, you are your group. You was just a kid when I had this discussion with Herman Small, Sonetta, and all of them in 2016. Right on the street. There was no problem. Meaning a lot of y'all are manipulated. You think like there's a problem. Whatever I say, I already said. You just being manipulated to think it's a problem. But when I said it, there ain't nobody had no problem. Why wasn't it a problem then on 125th Street in front of the Pan Africans? The Hebrews was out there too. Why wasn't there a problem? You get my point? And so I'm just giving y'all clarity. Y'all getting lost into all the fake stuff. It's like I said, the groups and all of that stuff, it's what keep us separate. And y'all look for like quarrels and things, you get my point? Based on that. And that you're gonna have us separated for a long time to come. Cause y'all making new groups as we start. I mean, as I speak right now. Peace and wisdom, Dream Lavish. Yeah, that's all I do, tell the truth. Not nobody else's truth. I wouldn't care what your truth is. Just the truth. And so, think like the FBA. You got a whole new generation. Let's say 18 through 35. You 35, you was 25 years old when I started. You might not have been in the wisdom or pumping anything you are now. I'm saying that so you could be clear. I'm before you. Or whatever you think you know. It come from me. Almost everything y'all speak about or hear in the daytime, it come from me. You say, I bought the book of wisdom from Harry B. Joseph. He a customer of mine. I'm before him. Before his first book is published, I already published maybe 6 or 7. Independently. That mean all the money mine. My books cost $100. $50 when I feel nice, you know. The point I'm making is this don't have nothing to do with me competing with anybody because I'm before y'all. Y'all just don't have no honor and loyalty in the daytimes. You get my point? But there's no problem or there's no me jabbing at anyone because whatever I said, it's before you. I already said it. And whoever's influencing you like, no, it's a beef or a problem. It wasn't a problem when I said it. Let's say you in a conscious community, you under a narrative, Solace is against us. Then why was they talking to me on 125th Street for? And why did I say the same thing that I say now? That part. Y'all get manipulated. You get my point? The wisdom here is superior than everybody else's. It's more consistent. And like I said, I'm before a lot of y'all. Or I'm before whatever you lost into now. Like I said, when I came, it was just cults. You had Pan-African cult, Hebrew cult. When I'm saying cults, I mean like y'all just speak whatever the program is. The black woman is God, this thing or that thing. Ain't no real teaching happening. The teachings come from me. So like whatever teaching you might be lost in today's time, that come from me. Like I said, you rewind back 10 years ago, dudes was talking the black woman is God and all kind of little kid shit that had nothing to do with no knowledge. Wasn't no scholarship being explained. I was explaining ancient Egyptian scholarship. You get my point? And so like I said, this is just for clarity. I say you FBA. I'm your leader. I started that. It wasn't called FBA. And Tariq Nasheed was in the conscious community. He was a part of the the Pan-Africans. I'll say it again. If you are FBA or you follow something that say like we the original people of America, that start with me. When I came, y'all was all Pan-Africans. All of y'all. Even those of y'all that follow the native indigenous teachings, you was a panhead when I came. A Pan-African. See, you got nobody need to take offense. I call them panheads in their face. It's all good fun. It's not malicious. You get my point? And no, none of them got a panhead. It's just Pan-African, panhead, monkey. It's just something that I said. If you don't like it, grow up. It's just, you get my point? Y'all be like, my arms is bigger than your neck. Y'all be like, my dick is bigger than your mouth. But you can't get mad. Y'all like that. Y'all bow out too fast. I ain't even get to start having fun yet, because you know I'm slipping. Whatever you got to say, I got something better to say. You want to bet 10 on that? Want to bet 10 grand on it? Huh? Let me know. Now, on the real, it ain't. I don't want y'all to get lost into me. Like, I already know I'm that nigga. I'm just explaining to like the people that's come. Like I said, everybody come into the wisdom at different times. Maybe you came into the wisdom in 2021 and you like, yo, I'm down with the FBA or this nigga. That come from me. A lot of the teachings and knowledge y'all got, that's my voice. Maybe they told you that's this brother. That's me. That's why Solace. Meaning when I came, there wasn't no native parties and none of that. Yeah, you had your sprinkles of people dressing up like Indians looking all stupid, but I'm talking about real wisdom and explaining how, you get it? We the descendants of the indigenous people here, not Indians or Native Americans. A Native American is a half indigenous person of America mixed in with the colonizers, but early. In that, you get my point? They become like the half-breeds running around acting a damn fool, but the indigenous people are, you get my point? And tribal and peaceful. They don't live in villages and all that. They live one with nature. I ain't saying that's how we got to be, but I'm just saying those are our ancestors and that's who we come from as black people of North America. We're not from Africa. African is half Arab, meaning the same way the white people invaded America, and now we speak English because Englishmen came here and developed, what we call America. In the same way a Puerto Rican person, they speak Latino or Latin language, which comes from Europe, Italy, Spain, Portugal, the people that came here. Your North American blacks, we mixed, we basically the offspring of the indigenous people of this area and, your Europeans that came here. When you're dealing with the Africans and a lot of their nations, it's the same, but remove the white people and Arabs was colonizing Africa. You follow? Like Mansa Musa is an Arab. Musa is an Arabic name, not an African. I mean, it's an Arabic name, not an African name. Mansa and Musa is an Arabic title of like a king. Think like Moses. In Arabic, he's Musa. What African's name is Musa? Maybe now they have it because Africans speak, Arabic now. Look at a Somalian. You can clearly see they're not the same as a black American. They look like an Arab a little bit. Like that. Americans and all these African races that y'all keep saying is one are not. And it's because of that simple thing. Remember, the Arabs was colonizing places back in BC times. So you get my point? It's all a domestication thing, a breeding thing. But the point I'm making is, let's say you FBA or some native indigenous follower. They teaching you lies. I started all of that. And I didn't start it to be y'all leader. If you remember when I started it, I said, man, I break down mad scholarship and shit. I got too much wisdom to be getting stuck on stupid little, nationality arguments. This shit is all simple. But I would give y'all wisdom and be like, fight, you get it? Fight the Pan-Africans back. Because the Pan-Africans make anybody that don't want to adopt that narrative, and you get it? They start riding down on them, calling them stupid and all that. So I just basically gave, the right knowledge. And then a few of y'all started following, thousands of y'all started following that, and then start doing y'all own thing, which was the point. But I told y'all to keep it pure. Don't be arguing with Pan-Africans. Just teach the people, like, how their nationality have to do with this place. Y'all let the Pan-Africans invade what I started for y'all. Again, Tariq Nasheed and anybody else you name was a panhead, man. When I started this, it was just regular people that ain't getting no burn that was following that part. Y'all let the Pan Africans invade it, and now y'all argue back and forth with the Pan Africans. Y'all the same as them. It's no different. I mean, y'all don't know what y'all be talking about. And it's all just for clarity. Peace and wisdom, last person that wrote a comment. It's just for clarity if you young. You said much respect. Who? Oh, you says who were some of my teachers? Dream Lavish told you life was my teacher. But I'm trying to think like everybody can't be taught. Some people have to go through the fires and learn things the hard way so that there can be teachings. You get my point? Some of y'all not built to go through things that make for lessons that one can learn from. So you gotta have like that. You gotta have those that's gonna go through the things, experience the things, and this is where the teachings come from. In that, I don't really have nobody specific. I could be like, yo, this person taught me. That's why my teachings don't match nobody's. And it's just pure. Most of the time, if you got an eyeball, I don't really have to say nothing. Just look at the image. But life taught me. Mainly, separate from Babylon. That's like the city. You gotta get away from all of that so you can see things purely from its natural state. But I don't have no teachers. But most of the teachers y'all got, they come from here. Meaning most of y'all teaching, you know that. You started here. And then you flip-flop wherever else you went. And you lost your way. And now you come back here like a competitor. So if I'm explaining something, then you get my point. You taking offense like I'm jabbing at you. I don't even know you exist. I'm before you. Jack said Godspeed from South Africa. Same as this. Let's say you wear these hats now. I seen Cassidy had one of these hats on the other day. He don't have no clue that this come from me. You got a Godspeed hat right now? Show me you had one like 6-7 years ago. Because I could show you I did. I started this. Nobody had a Godspeed hat. Nobody had a bird hat. The Gorin Brothers joints. We not talking about maybe I started it. We talking like y'all catch on years late. Now, let's say you say, man, I don't like that Solace dude. Well, why everything you do come from me? I wouldn't care if you a gang member right now. You got a tattoo on your face and you rap. Show me you had that in 1999. That part. I could show you me looking just like you in 1999. You got cornrows, tattoos on your face and arms. I could show you me like that in 1999. Nobody else looked like that. Not no Lil Wayne, The Game, or nobody that y'all can mention. That part. Y'all getting lost. Y'all say he got ego. No, y'all got ego. I'm older than a lot of y'all. And wherever you got your bump from, it come from me. Shit, some of y'all I could tell you like, give me my face back. I could look at Cassidy and be like, give me my face back, my nigga. You not skinny. You was a fat nigga. You didn't look like that 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Give me my whole face back. Y'all laughing because y'all like, he ain't lying. That shit cold-blooded. I ain't got no problem with Cassidy. I like Cassidy. You could replace him with anybody you want. Fucking Charleston White, whoever. I remember when Charleston White first came out and I told y'all, man, they made a fake Solace nigga. I used to curse y'all out and shit. Where was Charleston White at then? Nigga had on overalls and dreadlocks. Then he just popped up one day. I thought that was me in a spoof. Like one of y'all fucked my face up. And like niggas is playing dirty out here. Then I'm like, hold on, that's a real person. I'm like, hold on, that's a real person? Y'all come in here and be like, man, bro, like a fake Charleston White. Man, I'm before him. I was blackballed. They made a whole bunch of fake shit of me. A whole bunch of fake Solaces. If you Google Solace, you're going to see a whole bunch of fake Solaces, so you never get to the real one. You be like, oh, that shit is... It's all the same. You get it? Kevin Gates the same. I don't take offense to nobody borrowing my bump. It's just like I said, y'all disrespectful. You can borrow, but you got to be, you got to be down. Don't just be borrowing and you opposing. We ain't doing all that. Get your own bump, nigga. And then oppose like that. And so you get it? They saying Kevin Gates because he had like, the little ponytail on top of his head going with the feather. That all start with me. Y'all are the biting it. Meaning nobody need to feel bad because y'all all guilty. All of y'all. It wouldn't matter how cool you are or who you are. At this point after 10 years, y'all all guilty. And it ain't no problem. I'm saying it because y'all got motherfuckers think I'm biting y'all. Man, I'm before y'all. Get real. And so it's just for clarity. Meaning if you young and you coming in here, you probably lost on narratives they created for me. Like I said, they blackballed me. They said I got ego, money hungry, and whatever else you may have heard. I don't know what you heard. I'm the blacklisted one, so I wouldn't know. But you get my point? Y'all stupid. He said Kevin Gates charged up a car battery with his bare hands. He come from Big Usier. I wouldn't give a fuck if he tell you he don't. He come from Big Sirius, man. He probably, you gonna see splendid motherfuckers once they lock into me. So if you like, damn, Kevin Gates did kind of swag up and change up. Come from Big Usier. Same like Charleston White and anybody else y'all can name. They just got mad ego. And that's fine, you feel me? I'm gonna teach them how to do that Rafe thing too. When I beat them, that's OD, right? Oh, I'm gonna make sure they learn everything I know when I beat them the fuck up when I asked them. Now, I'm just playing. I'm too old for those kind of things. I'm just playing. But anybody can get fucked up at any moment. I don't want nobody to think that's a game. But I'm just taking a little shot playing with y'all. I know y'all delicate in the daytime. Because a lot of people be getting, y'all be riding people. So maybe Kevin Gates, he a whole star. Probably get ragged on and dragged all day. So my little jab crush a nigga whole heart. But my point is just for clarity. Like I said, I don't view y'all as my competition. I view y'all as my disloyal offspring. What's wrong with these jokers? What's wrong with these little jokers, man? Y'all come from up under here for real. Y'all be pumping other shit all weird, like you don't know you come from Big Usier. And so it's just for clarity if you young. You be coming in here thinking I'm supposed to idolize things you do. The things you idolize come from me. Why I gotta pretend? You get my point? Let's say you in the semen retention. And it come from me. The sperm is the spirit. Then I start breaking down other things based on that. Now you come along 5-6 years later after thousands of people done, basically borrowed whatever I said and chopped it and screwed it all up to make it something completely different. Now you trying to debate me on semen retention. You can't. That come from me. Go get the sperm is the spirit. Go listen to well, you can't. They members only. But the chin about to be opened up, so y'all will see on y'all own. Like, oh yeah, he is the wisest person alive. Let's say I say that. The wisest man alive. You take offense. You wasn't around when they were saying that on their own. I got it from y'all. You get it? Now I say the wisest man alive. Let's say you knew when you came into the wisdom under the false narrative in blackball times. Meaning, after they done already convinced people to say I got ego and all this dumb stuff. And that when I say wisest man alive, you take it as like, oh, he trying to jab at me. I teach now, you get it? Man, I been that before you came along. I was that before anybody had a problem with it. Eligio is the first one to say like, oh, he the one. Basically to say like he the wisest motherfucker out here. I'm before y'all. I'm before people y'all idolized and they ain't even around no more. The same people that heard what y'all heard, meaning Young Pharaoh, Polite, Eligio, they all heard like, get the fuck away from the groups. That's what create the separation between us as a people. That's what make for the envies and all these things that we go through. You get my point? This dude a Hebrew, this dude a Pan-African. It's just setting the stage for a competition in the clash. And we got countless different groups, let alone gangs, political parties, this point, that point. And now they put us all in a different point of view of mind, and it caused that separation. Y'all don't listen. Now, Brother Polite, Eligio, Young Pharaoh, they ain't around. Y'all basically just working each other, not working together. Dr. Umar Johnson, he's scamming y'all, or working y'all, and y'all just working him back. Meaning become a back and forth, piss each other off cycle. And you get my point? Y'all come into these things when y'all do. Tariq, Nasheed, Umar Johnson, anybody y'all name, nobody need to take offense. Not malicious was said. I ain't really with the kid antics. You get my point? Keep me a golf club. Golf club you. I'll golf club one of you niggas down, man. Hole in one, my boy. Now I'm just playing. Black people gotta learn to work together. And I'm gonna keep pointing them things out. But mostly whatever y'all lost and it come from me. When I came, niggas was dried out and just saying the same old dumb shit over and over. You know, that program talk. And so, even if you a boxer, you make little boxing videos, or maybe you a professional boxer, all that shit y'all doing come from me. Turning over your punches right, you punching from the elbow, you turning your back leg, that come from me. Can't none of y'all show y'all was doing any of that shit. Whether you talking Terrence Crawford or anybody. That part, before me. And so you get my point? Y'all just coming to things late. My channel like Google. It's where people just come for ideas and stuff like that. And I don't mind. Just have some loyalty about it. Like I said, the Book of Wisdom dude. He's scrambling and scraping with his brain to come up with books to sell. I got like 20 books I ain't even published yet. I could have just gave them to him. You could put your name on it and just give me my half, monkey. It's enough to go around, blood. I can give all y'all content, nigga. Fresh content nobody had. At least 50 of y'all right now today. Again, I can give 50 people right now an hour-long video that nobody heard. Like a reference track. Just put your vocals over whatever I said. I could do that for like a week. I could give at least 10 of y'all a book and say, just put your name on it and sell it and give me my half. The point I'm making is y'all burning yourselves out. You're not learning nothing. Dumbing yourselves out for nothing. Y'all all come from me. You in the Pan-African community, man, you come from me. I own that shit. I own all these groups. Why are y'all playing with yourselves? What you gonna say? No, he ain't Pan-African. Then why'd you see me with them? And why they didn't say nothing then? What you gonna say? He not a Hebrew? How? I was a Hebrew in 2023. How I'm not a Hebrew because you said that part. Whatever y'all pumping, man, get real. When I pull up, y'all fall in line. We talking all that dumb shit when I'm around. I wouldn't care what they told you. He mad little this or that. When I pull up, nigga, I put the work in already, blood. I am the black leader. I just don't give a fuck about flexing it. Like, y'all could stay dumb and lost all y'all want. It wouldn't matter to me. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing though. And y'all better stop acting like it's a problem when I say whatever I want. Y'all don't hold no merit over me. Y'all shit through. That's real talk. I don't care if you talking about, what's his name? Farrakhan. He ain't got no merit over me, bro. I've been here for mad long, dumb talking. Nobody care about none of that shit no more. All that shit was put into place to separate us. You go back to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King times, man, they was put here just to make y'all be Christians and Muslims. Because during them time, black people wasn't biting religion. We was running from it. It was forced on us during slavery, Christianity. Islam wasn't even here yet. It's supposed to be a Christian place. And so they forced that, and once black people got their freedom, or that was deemed a law, black people wasn't pumping no religions like that. Again, in the 60s, 50s, 40s, black people was not religious like that. They still was thinking they was from the tribe. And so you get it? The Nation of Islam, then Malcolm X coming along later. This was all just to get y'all into Islam. Otherwise, how black people in Islam then? And why? Y'all ain't Arabic. Y'all Arabic? That part. How y'all into Christianity? Cause of Martin Luther goddamn King. That's why they gave them niggas streets and shit. They sold us out. But you don't have to get mad if you were a follower of Martin Luther King or Malcolm X, because they died because of what I just said. They start telling y'all the truth, like, no, this shit a lie. Malcolm X started telling on the Nation of Islam, like, no, that shit ain't real Islam. I came out here where these Arabs is at. And these niggas is white and all kind of shit like that. He start waking up like, hold up. These niggas is working against us. They belong to the government. And Martin Luther King the same way. If you go to his later speeches, like before he was killed, he was saying something else. He wasn't telling y'all like, oh, be a Christian and turn your cheek. He started saying some other stuff. Sounding like Baby Malcolm a little bit. And they whacked him. And so, you don't gotta take offense and be like, oh, he going against Malcolm and Martin. My message ain't to go against nobody. It's all about clarity. Some of y'all selling out right now. You gotta remember, Malcolm and Martin was young when they like y'all. They target the young. 23, young Pharaoh was young. Rissa Islam was a baby. When I started teaching, these dudes was little kids, man. I'm gonna say it again. When I first started, I don't even remember Rissa Islam, but whenever he popped up, he was a baby. Like, his face still looked like a baby. He's still a baby, but that nigga was a baby. How y'all know so much stuff and y'all like 20, 21? It's like I said, they target the young. You get my point. Y'all easily manipulated or easy to be programmed, and you get it regurgitated. And people get attracted, and that's how they be controlling us as a people. We the great idolizers. We the great dick suckers. Y'all will suck anybody's dick at this point. Don't take offense. We got to start holding ourselves accountable to that. All this dick sucking we be doing is why we ain't got nothing. In terms of like a real power and a real merit to bargain or demand something. We got all the talent and we are, what do you call that? We are the economy and we have all the talent, but we ain't got no merit to bargain with nothing. And it's cause we always sucking dick. Translation, politically correct way, we always idolizing people. Ooh, I want to be him. Let me mimic that. Not knowing what we mimicking or what we even coming into. And so we need to start from a pure place. Meaning all these groups we got, man, they things that the government started. And political party you were part of, the Black Panthers, all of that was government started things. Even y'all gangs was started by the government. Hoover is a goddamn FBI, CIA nigga. What's this nigga name? Not Larry Hoover. J. Edgar Hoover. J. Edgar Hoover. I think that's nigga's Larry Hoover's daddy, but they got Larry Hoover locked up in jail for forever for being a leader of every gang. Blood was 22 years old, 23 when they locked him up. How can he accomplish that? Think on that. A 22-year-old guy, he 80 now. So it sound real good when he been sitting down for 30 years and you 40 something. And they like, he the leader of all the gangs in Chicago and everywhere. But when you rewind it back to when it first happened, you telling me this little 22, 23-year-old joker is the leader of every gang? Ain't that you gotta have a brain to know, man. It's all narrative and you get it. Y'all become scapegoats for things greater than y'all. Meaning Larry Hoover was used as a scapegoat to get gangs going. But of course, during his time, it was more political parties. This is why the political parties all transcended into gangs. The Black Panthers became like the Bloods and the Crips, basically. Before you had the gangs, you had the political parties. These things were shaped by the government to make black people argue back and forth about dumb stuff. At some point, the political parties, which were started by the government, truly. So it's going to do whatever the government say. Next thing you know, the political parties start messing around with guns and stuff. Going from helping the people to now becoming gangsters. And so you get my point? Why are y'all laughing so much? What do I be saying so funny? I got to take a restroom break. I've been trying to hold it. But most of the stuff that we getting lost into and the people we be idolizing, they sold us out. And I ain't even saying they do it on purpose. Like I said, they target the young. So it's easy for y'all to get lost and brainwashed into anything. Y'all be knowing what's going on. But by that time, you be too invested. They be done already massaged your balls and all that. I'll scratch your back. I got my own lingo. I'm free, so I don't live by politically corrects. Y'all speak like y'all in the office all day. Y'all speak like little kids at school that can't say what you want. I say what I want. I just blurt out fat pussy. Man, I'm pussy fat. For no reason. I'll be like, a wise man don't talk like that? Oh, a wise man's a slave, huh? A wise man let people tell him what to say. How about I just take your brain? How about I just take your brain with all those limits in it and just put it on mine, and then I could be limited too. I could just sit here and talk like a robot. Hello, my name's Solace. Let me tell you about the vibration. I be talking all gay and spicy with mad air in y'all voice. Hi, lovely day. I'm not doing all that. And no, I can't talk soft because I'm a man. Fuck you, nigga. No, I don't talk nice. My women talk nice, nigga. Go talk to them. I don't. It's better you talk to them and be nice. Right? Talk to them and be nice to them. Otherwise, I'll come and curse you out, nigga, and you're going to get all you want. Like that. That's what a man is. A lion. He just kicking back in the shade, waiting, you feel me? Waiting for the woman to fall short so he could be like, okay, I got it, you can rest. A little bored anyway. What you said to my girl? Some of y'all like that. Like, I be letting my girl start problems, my nigga, because I, you feel me? You go to jail when you started on your own, so I let her kind of, her mouth all sloppy, I let her do it. I know she be wrong, but I'm like, I let her do it. I don't like blood anyway. I'm gonna use this as a reason to knock him clean out. Then you still end up in jail. Don't do what I just said. I was just joking. Now let me take a restroom break. Y'all could take this time out to go to my website, buy some of my stuff, you know. Support is everything. Get back to you here. Okay, I'm back. Ooh. Look what I found, y'all. Gold peak. Peace and wisdom. Peace and wisdom equilibrium. Y'all still laughing? Why you be laughing? I be dead serious everything I say. It's not a joke. They got, you got, you got corporations or whatever you want to call it above what y'all know that be paying people to purposely stupid y'all out. Meaning all the chaos you see happening is strategic. It's on purpose. You see how every second y'all got something new to argue about. But there's nowhere in y'all mind where y'all like, it just seemed like conflict is being created but no solution. It ain't about the solution. They want to keep y'all at odds and arguing. In that, y'all don't see nothing truly transpiring right before y'all eye. You get it? I don't think y'all do. Trump just in office so y'all could argue. He make for more argument. They try to pick like whoever gonna cause the most controversy. Obama, they picked that black nigga for that reason. They said, oh, the white people gonna go crazy. Yes, they're gonna be arguing. They like to rule through anarchy. As long as y'all completely chaotic, y'all can't fight nothing that y'all supposed to be fighting. Y'all can't even pay attention to nothing that's important that y'all supposed to be paying attention to. Y'all just focused on y'all stupid argument. Look at every president they put in office. And then you tell me, was it the president that was going to cause the most commotion? Or was it the president that everybody would have been like, well, whatever. That part. Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. A lot of people didn't want Hillary in office, but nobody would have been crying like that. They knew for sure y'all was going to go crazy with Donald Trump was in office. They put Biden in his place just to piss y'all off. Meaning Trump was in office, y'all was PPP loaning. Y'all started liking that nigga. Y'all said, oh no, hold on. You know, black people hated Trump. Till those PPPs rolled in. They said, oh no, hold on. And that nigga let my uncle out. Trump let my favorite uncle out. He was in jail for years. He started letting y'all favorite rappers out of jail, giving y'all loans. Y'all said, no, Trump's okay with me. Then they threw Biden in there. Piss y'all off. Y'all like, man, we need Trump back. Then when Trump come back, you get it? Man, fuck Trump. They just want to keep y'all aggravated. They tell y'all man up. What they call that new comet? Whatever this new comet is y'all lost into. All of that is just to keep y'all distracted and dumb and arguing. Yeah, it's all a gimmick. It's the same old shit. Once you be here long enough, you like, okay. It's just the same story every day. Y'all still crying about old civil rights problems that y'all creating. Some of you a black person right now. You got a problem with white people. You don't have no interaction with no white person. Again, you got no interaction with no white person. You got this mindset, man, white people holding us down. Nigga, you got that mindset so you stay down. Why did anybody even tell you some stupid shit like that? If you black, ask yourself that. Why is my elders even tell me we were slaves for? All that's gonna do is piss me off. It ain't like it's like it was now, so why not just tell me like nothing happened? You get my point? Like that. They passed the bitterness down. Once y'all bitter, then y'all can't do nothing constructive. You get my point? And that all black people could do is tear each other down or tear some shit down. Y'all got real building problems. Like, really coming together, working together to build something. I'm sorry, my nose is. Nigga got the gray nose. You see the gray nose here the other day. I'm like, what the fuck? Go ahead and hang this conscious cutie. I had to put my conscious cutie plaque away. I said, nigga, you can't be that nigga, man, with the gray nostril hairs, big baby. But I ain't cutting them because you feel me? That shit's grow back double time. Don't ever play with your gray hair. They don't like that. But by your gray hair, that dye come out, you have more gray. How many of y'all did that? You had a little sprinkle of gray. You said, oh, I got to get that out of here. You dyed it now. Whole left side, right side gray. You like, damn, what happened? That's how all these things work, man. It's dependency. You think they just want you to buy dye one time? Hell nah. So what they do is they put shit in the dye to make your hair dry and dependent more on the dye. You dye your hair, your shit get all dry and the gray spread. The dye spread the gray. You say that's stupid. No, it's not, because then you gonna buy more dye. That motherfucker with the little sprinkles in their head, the little grays, and they had that for like 10 years now. They never dyed those sprinkles. It never spread. Y'all dye it. It spread. If you think I'm lying, dye your kid hair black. I bet you he gonna have gray hair like 6 months after it completely come out. He gonna have sprinkles of gray. Anything y'all buy to fix any problem y'all got, it just causes the problem more. So you can become dependent. That's where the money at. In the dependency. Not in the one-time cure. You got gray hair, they could probably cure your whole gray hair, but you get my point? Why would they want to do something like that? This is why y'all not being taught to be smart. Y'all being taught to be dumb. Because the dumber y'all are, the longer y'all gonna need to get wisdom. And that, some of y'all 75 years old, you still like, you get it? How you still seeking wisdom? You supposed to have all the wisdom in the world by now. A nigga be 80 years old still seeking wisdom, flip-flopping from religions at 80. How you ain't find truth in your 80 years here? You must not really be looking. And so you get my point? It gets super deep, but I said I dyed my hair black today. I gotta let the grays, I let my grays. I don't get. And so hopefully a lot of y'all grasp. It's not about making y'all smarter better. It's about making y'all dumb and messed up. And everything y'all being fed is just to bring y'all down. And y'all idolize, so y'all don't want to look at it that way. Y'all being sold pills and products to heal y'all, but that don't heal you. Healing come from within. If you cut your arm, of course you got your natural healing abilities. Your arm gonna scab up and heal itself. That take whatever time it do. But maybe I could sell you my fake cream and convince you now you need this so it can heal you. Then you be buying my cream every time you get a cut, forgetting like I don't need that. I'm gonna heal up on my own. This how y'all are with medicine. Y'all think medicine is the way to health. Y'all say, man, this food is healthy, that food is healthy. Food and medicine is business. I suppose Burger King gonna tell you they flame broilers is way better than McDonald's. All that shit bullshit. It's all gonna come out your booty. That part. Health is within. It's not something that you become dependent on. You seeking out medicines, you seeking out a dependency. These dudes be selling y'all pills and products, then y'all be like, oh, it worked, I feel so much better. Yeah. That's the same thing the depressed person say when they take a shot of brandy. Oh, I feel a lot better. Next thing you know, they need a goddamn shot of brandy every goddamn day now. That's how y'all are on the medicine. You say, I'm healthy, Solace, then you got all these medicines and supplements you take. How you healthy and you dependent on something? Health is when you have no dependency. Remember, medicines is drugs. You on Ozempic, that's a drug still. Don't get it twisted. I'll be on Ozempic till y'all eye. Be on Ozempic till y'all can't even walk no more, eye hanging out your head. Talking about I look good. I mean, Ozempic ain't nothing but the qualities in crack that make a crackhead lose their ass. You know them bad chicks back in the day? Be a little cutie, a little hottie with a body. I say, oh, she kind of cute. She a cutie, got a little booty. She started smoking crack, nigga. 4 months later, she got the Asian woman's ass. Where you like, where's her ass? All I see is back. What happened to her ass? All I see is back. Titties start sagging like chewed up bubble gum. You like, what the fuck? What in the bubblicious? What in the chewed bubblicious titties is going on here? You feel me? Whatever qualities crack hold or cocaine hold, because it's cocaine. Meaning them cokehead chicks, they lose their butt. You could tell when somebody on coke, like female, because their legs and ass just disappears. Like, they still be top heavy, but when you get to the bottom, you're like, what the fuck, man? They have my they have my lower body on big frame. You like, what the fuck is going on here? They bumping. They bumping at those. It's the cost of having fun. You gotta sacrifice that butt, them thighs and all that. You feel me? You see a chick with a BBL and small legs, she bump. You know that. Why is her thighs so? I'll be telling all the truths, right? Why her thighs don't match her butt? What you gonna tell me? Cause she got a BBL, she naturally skinny. Okay, after you get a BBL, my nigga, and you use the meds, why your legs don't match? Yeah, I know when people get on meds and they get all fat and bloated, it's just life. Even this happened to most of y'all. You took Depo, maybe you had a little crazy moment they had to hit you with the drugs. Maybe you was in jail and you bugged the fuck out. So they said, just hit him with the drugs. He ain't acting right. It made you fat, like fast. Like, y'all all like recovering from that. Like, whatever drug you took that blew you up. The point I'm making is after they got the BBL, then they hit them with the drugs, but the leg's still small. What happened? I'll tell you. It's called white bit. It's called white dreams, man. Heaven. Dancing like Scarface. I'm sorry, I be having too much fun. I'm proud of myself, man. I'm 43 years old. I was thinking the other day. I'm 43 years old. I never put no powder. I never tried no drug except marijuana. Some of y'all like 23. You done sniffed some yayo already. You get my point? Nothing. I ain't saying nothing wrong with it. I ain't saying it for that point. I was just thinking for me, like, oh yeah. You didn't get too lost in this world. Some of y'all gonna get old, you gonna reflect back and be like, damn, I gave my whole self to this world. Some of y'all gonna reflect back when you get like my age, 43, and be like, damn, I didn't really do. You get it? I didn't get lost in everything they had available for you to like drag yourself to the bottoms of the earth with. And so it all go into following. A lot of y'all followers, you want to be accepted so bad, you start trying things and you get it, going into little environments that you know ain't for you. I never had that problem. I ain't never had a problem telling somebody like, you feel me? Better get the fuck away from me with that. And so you got to be your own person and you got to be able to stand on that. Romeo Akbar said, if you want to lose weight, crack can be an option. Now go and play basketball. Maybe go ride a bike, roller skate, jog. Like activities that children call playing, that's how you lose weight. You can come to my channel and pick up the wrong shit. Oh, so I should smoke crack? You can, but y'all lucky I'm good. Because if this is back in the day, I swear to God, man. Y'all too stupid. Like, I could have sold a brick online. I just put that shit in something different and be like, yo, swallow. Y'all dumb. Yo, I don't want to say too much because I still got people that still hustle and they probably like, damn, this nigga Cheese always got the good ideas. I'm going to do that shit. He right. They fucking stupid. Like, y'all don't know what crack look like, man. I go cook me up a brick right quick, back that shit up in a different kind of format, man. Maybe I just give y'all the oil, like. I'll put that, rub that on your hand, let it dry and scrape it. That's how the crackheads used to rob me when I used to let them cook up my dope for me because I didn't know how to do it myself. They be cooking up my dope, rubbing oil on his elbow. The fuck is he doing? Blood ashy? Blood with the crack oil on his elbow. I said, oh shit, he ashy? What the fuck is he doing? Well, he know I don't. Blood, when I leave, that nigga get a blade, scrape 10 grams off his elbow. Just robbed me for 20 grams, 10 on each elbow. They cooked up 70 grams for me, and all I got back was 50. 20 was on his elbows. You can't see it when it's like oil. You can't see the crack oil. It's like oil. You see that shit? Once it dry, it get ashy and white. You get it? Scrape it right off. Once I got up on game of that, you feel me? Rest in peace to that. I'm just playing, y'all. Rest in peace to that crackhead, but I learned from him. Like, kill that motherfucker. What's wrong with you? Blood still for me? Nah, hell nah. I didn't do it out of the party. I was just playing. I would never say no shit like that on my. Fiend's still alive last time I checked. But you feel me? time show is ticking. Time show is ticking. But I learned a lot of stupid stuff like that in the streets. You know, you learn how people try to get over on you. You become like a get over master. Where can't nobody pull a fast one on you because you like, nah. I know all the, you get it? I know all the con shit. I don't want to even hear it. Now, if you young, you want to stay away from drugs. You can flirt around with drugs, but don't hit the pipe. Whatever lock song that was, I forgot the lyrics all the way. I think it was Styles P. He said you could flirt around with drugs, but don't hit the pipe. Fuck around with death. The life ain't right. Something I forgot, but it was cold-blooded. It was a good jewel that you could actually live by. And so that's my advice to y'all if you're young. You're gonna go to your clubs and all that. I never was a clubber, you get my point? That wasn't really never my thing. But when you get in them environments, you get my point? You're gonna be getting diseases, you're gonna be getting drugged out. So just watch over yourself. Or you could be like me, where you don't really get lost into nothing. You kind of just do your own thing. Life is real to you, and you got real shit to do. I've been to clubs, but that ain't me like every week. Maybe I go to the club 4 times in 8 years. But yeah, I said that right. 4 times in 8 years. The last time I've been to a club, I couldn't tell you, man. When I was in Atlanta, that was like a year ago. Peace and wisdom, whatever your name is. And so, that's just little jewels. Like I said, be mindful of the things y'all learning. A lot of things y'all learning, it come from me. But y'all just getting it chopped and screwed. Meaning, it ain't necessarily what I said. Let's say you eat 1 time a day. And you lost into some isolation practice. That come from me. That's not something that I taught. That's just a question I answered. Like, you get it? I was about to ask Jack, what are you responding to, brother? But like I said, maybe you lost into some isolation cult. Or another cult where they talk about eating 1 time a day. That all come from me. But it wasn't nothing for y'all to use. Meaning, in them times, I told y'all, don't isolate yourself unless you do it with the proper, person that understand how this go. Other than that, isolating yourself ain't good. It's gonna make you go crazy if you not right within. You get my point? Y'all taking the whole isolation journeys and half a throwed off. All it's gonna do is spark off your mental problems. You get my point? And so, same with eating once a day. That's not something that I do like. You get it? It's just a time thing. Like, you gotta stay on top of yourself, especially when you get old. You get my point? Some of y'all need a good 30-day fast. You say, damn, 30 days is long. You ain't gotta die or nothing during it, but just, you get my point? Y'all gotta test yourselves. Like that. Some of y'all so dependent on so many things, there's no awareness of it. You're too dependent on food. You're too dependent on this thing. Meaning you can't even go a little time without it. That's not good in regards to you, kind of like moving forward in life. We talking about as a person. And that, you get my point? Y'all got a lot of dependencies. It's about you becoming free from your dependencies, even if it's food. You should be able to go a week without eating, maybe nibble and jibble here, there. A lot of y'all got to break yourself down. That's a part of the path of wisdom. You're going to always see wise men in a real thin stage of their growth. Where you like, damn, that motherfucker was skinny. I bet you Sadhguru, because he's like somebody wise. I bet you there's a moment in his time where he was mad skinny. Alan Watts, anybody you could think of. Y'all gotta break yourselves down, like, and then rebuild yourself back up on that truth. And that you have more control. You don't become so attached and bound to things. It's almost like that. Relieving yourself of all dependency. The way you have nothing to depend on but the self. You eat away at the self. And you get my point? From there, you build yourself back up. Think like, let's say you eat 8 times a day. I say go 2 weeks without eating. After them 2 weeks, you're going to be struggling to eat once. You get it? Your dependency level going to have reduced. From there, just eat maybe once, twice, 3 times a day. Don't go back to what you used to do. That's what fasting is for, to reset. You're getting too carried away, you need to reset. And then you get it, make your boundary lines. Let's say you drink, you a whole alcoholic. Ain't nothing wrong with you drinking. You just passed all the boundary lines. You need to reset, and then maybe on the weekends ain't nothing wrong with you having a little sip and relieve yourself. What we call street drugs and social drugs, these are the real medicines. They just get abused. So when you are sad or you may be a little depressed, man, a shot of brandy will help you. Until you start using the brandy every day, so when you don't have it, now you down just because of that. You follow? So it's the same with every other drug you could think of. It have its healing qualities. Most of these is like emotional and mental illnesses. Like, you know, when y'all struggling emotionally or mentally. Maybe not so much for physical glories. And so, just try to grasp. Like I said, if you're on the path of wisdom, the true path, what I'm on, you gotta break this self down, and you gotta do that ever so often. You get it? Maybe every 4 years or so. It all depends on how much you taking in. Now let yourselves get overwhelmed with emotion, and y'all never flush it like how y'all move y'all bowels or piss. Y'all don't do that on a mental level, on an emotional level. Then y'all become like magnets. Y'all become like magnets for bitterness, or y'all overly reach for anything to be a problem because you're so scarred from all the problems you already got. Any little thing happen, you like quick to make it a problem, deteriorating all your relationships. Meaning some of y'all like that right now. You scarred from past traumas, but now any stupid thing happened, you trying to make something of it. Everybody against you. If anything happened, and you get my point, you burning out your relationships because you're not flushing away your past traumas or, you know, your bitterness. You gotta reset every so often. You should know when. It shouldn't get to you overwhelmed. So it's all just a process, but most people, you get it? They don't got time for the process. They need quick results. And that, a lot of time go by, they get none. That's how it is. You chase the quick results, whether you talking money, anything. And you never get the quick results. You just waste more time. You could have just did things right. You get my point? Let's say you selling dope right now, you young. You don't want to get a job, so you're going to sell a dope. But then you're going to go to jail for like 4 or 5 years, never having got rich, to then come out of jail, be on parole, and then you're going to be forced to get a job. Having wasted all them years, the 5 years in jail, let's say the 5 years of you hustling, that's 10 years right there, and you still ain't get rich or really got nothing, to now have to start from square one of what you could have did when you was a kid. Meaning got the little bullshit job, and after 5, 6, 10 years, you don't know where you'd be right now. On your way, though. And so you get my point? You know, chasing this shortcut, it's just going to have you wasting your time. Where you like, damn, I could have just did things. I could have went the right way. It make you discouraged. At that point, you be like, damn, I done wasted so much time going the wrong way. The thought of going back the right way is like, forget it. That's like if you old, let's say you ain't got absolutely no skills, never went to school, you just been wasting away living street lives. Like that. Now you like, I don't even to go to college for, you get it? You like, damn, it don't even matter now, but it do. Let's say you 70 years old right now. You like, man, I don't know what to do. You're going to be here till you 100. That's 30 more years. You're just going to sit here for 30 years? That part. Go to school. Do whatever you want. Go ride a bicycle. Make the best of your time. We get to an age where I don't even want to say we get to an age. If you black, you don't ever live in the future. You just live in the past, all bitter. And you live for the moment. Not even in the present, but just for the moment. And that if I ask all black people, what you got planned for yourself when you get 70? Most of y'all like, I ain't got no plans for myself at 50. I think I'd be old and dead. And if I ain't dead, I'll be old. Who cares? Some of y'all 60, 70 years old right now. Why you ain't telling them? Your ass still alive. You had no plan for yourself at 60, 70 years. Sitting around online now confused on what you should do. Why you don't tell a young, like, yo, man, he right. Life is longer than they got us thinking it is, and that we ain't got no plans for after tomorrow. But we still gotta be here. I'm saying that because we just be lingering around. The young guy that's 25 years old right now just lingering around in his mama house, it's because he thought he was going to be dead at 21. He had no plans. He didn't see himself at 26, 27. Remember when I first came and I said, man, y'all got to picture yourselves old. When I was young, I pictured myself at 40 years old. I had on like dress clothes and shit like that, running my own business. I didn't know what none of the business was or nothing like that. Just the image of myself. I'm 43. When I think back on them thoughts, it's close. Just me thinking like that at 27, 25, it's close. You get it? Even the way I got my hair in my little vision, I had like low haircut. Suit and tie type of thing. It panned out that way. Meaning when my grandmother died, I cut my hair. Cause you know how grandmas are. It's so cute. Why do you want to have those braids? You want to be a criminal. So when she died, I just cut it because I'm like, you feel me? She wanted that. And I keep it clean for, Because she know my potential, It's a deep thing. He said, oh, good stuff. Dream Lavish said, I ain't probably going to make it past 60. You're not going to make it past 60 because that's what you just said. But that don't mean that you might not be here at 60. That just means you just going to be lingering around like a loser at 60. Because when it do come, you ain't got nothing in mind for yourself. And that you just say, I'm old and finished. I don't need to do nothing but just wait to die. And some of y'all 30 years old, you literally like that. You just waiting to die. You like, what's the point? The point is you 30 and you're going to be here for 75 more years, man. You really want to suffer yourself out like that? That part, hell no. I try to keep myself busy. I say, man, what I'm going to be doing when I'm 65 because I'm still going to be here. You follow? Like that. Y'all better start paying attention. You got to set things up for yourself to do. Y'all chasing money and business. Confusing work as recreation. Y'all better start setting up some recreation for yourselves. There's some 60-year-old fun. Some of y'all 60. It's millions of 60-year-olds out here right now that ain't got no friend. All they friends dead. And you get it? Y'all could all be doing things with each other. Every weekend meeting up or whatever. Who say 60-year-olds can't have fun? Y'all don't like to ride bikes? You say I ain't did it in a while. Well, get your ass on it. The more young stuff you do, the more you become young. It brings you back alive. Some of y'all sitting around right now, your face all shriveled up, right? Just sit up, like, Shake the mind right quick and be like, okay, I'm about to get dressed and get going, and then look at yourself. You're going to see your whole essence kind of change a little bit. And the longer you stay in that vibration, the more alive you start coming back. Meaning this is for those of y'all that feel like you're dwindling away and you about to die and you ain't nobody. You gotta wake up. Like, you gotta get up. Pick out your clothes. Do what you did when you was a kid, because this is when you had life. And was looking forward to it. You hated school, but you said, shit, I'm going to be killing them tomorrow when I put my outfit. You had your outfit on the bed. You said, yeah, I'm going to be doing it. And that was the life right there that had you like, you get it? Going out into the world ready to do. You get old, nigga, don't even wake up to get dressed no more. Y'all be like, fuck this shit, it don't matter. But all that matter. You get it? We're not talking about like luxurious materials. We talking about the simple things. Waking up and getting prepared to go out into the world. Washing your ass, ironing your shirt. And change the whole mindset. You get my point? Once you get there, you get my point? It's steps, but most people, man, they start resonating with things to keep them more down. And make you feel content with your low. You don't want to get there where you low and now you listening to this talks that got you feeling content with it, where it's like, oh, it's okay. No, it's not. It's enough fun in life for everybody to have fun, no age limit included. That's how I was when I was growing up young. Let's have a block party. You see the 2-year-old baby out there with the shit in the pan, but to all the way to the 80-year-old motherfucker sitting out there telling niggas keep it down a little bit. It was all ages. Everybody doing what they do. The 60-year-old niggas playing dominoes and shit like that. The young niggas over here rolling dice doing what they do. This all in the same fucking park. The same block. Ain't nobody fighting none of that. If you do, them old niggas gonna be like, y'all cut that shit out. Then you cut it out because you like, damn, grandpa's about to fall down the fucking stairs. He could barely walk. Getting all worked up. That's how it kept, old people back in the day kept a lot of problems from happening. Because they get their old ass up, get all worked up and be about to have a heart attack. And everybody like, oh, hold on, man, OG about to die. Hold on, y'all, grandma about to have a heart attack, man. And then the whole beef just go away because the old motherfucker on the floor shaking him. And that was the day, you get it? If you my age, I'm lying. You had 3-year-olds at the block party. And it was midnight. The whole family was outside. All ages. Everybody having fun. Old man ain't never seen that new style bike. He said, let me see if I can ride that, youngster. You feel me? The youngster like, hell yeah, get on it, OG. You want a good laugh, he like, this nigga gonna fall. This whole nigga gonna fall. And you get it? We was just fellowship and everything was everything. Yeah, those times is done with, man. Where the young and the old commingle and jingle together. They get a little juice from the old. Maybe you put your gold chain on the old nigga because you like grandpop say he never gonna have one of these. He 80 now, he ain't even thinking about it, but just let him get the feel. Like, I put my white gold chain on this nigga. Old ass like it a little bit on the low, like, oh, this is kind of nice, young fella. It's heavy to throw it. That's how you bring your elders back to life. You gotta bring them back in the loop. Like, you get it? You ain't too old to be in the loop. You still a part. Like, you just old. But it's a bunch of old people. You get my point? Y'all gotta start. I don't know how to explain it. Like I said, y'all got all these groups y'all keep getting lost into. And that y'all gonna get old. And everybody in your little goofy group gonna be dead. You gonna be alone. You're gonna be the Hebrew Israelite alone, old as fuck, cause they don't need you no more. You're old as shit now, nigga. Get out of here. And the Pan-African gonna be old as hell. Y'all gonna be sitting away from each other, lost in y'all fake ass drama. When y'all could be doing things together and could have been doing that. That part. When it's the Hebrew Israelite, Pan-African, Black Muslim, a black Christian, the black nature. When is the gathering of who cares what you is? That part, never. And never, right? That's just my point. And it fall on the young because they hear stuff like this and they be like, damn, why I can't be like that for us? Because the old off bitter and stupid. Trying to mix in. They trying to be like y'all. You get it? Meaning the old people trying to be young. When I was young, the old people liked to be old. They like to curse us out. You get it? They didn't want to be like us. They wanted to make sure they wasn't. The elders now want to be young. And that the young ain't got none of that old stuff to like, you get it? Pull in and take in. I be telling the youngsters I know in real life little stories like that, they whole face be lit up because they like, damn, why we ain't had no party on the whole block before, why we don't get to do that? I say, I don't know. Y'all don't even have DJs no more. When I was growing up, 4-5 of my homeboys was DJs. It was gonna be a block party. They was gonna bring their studio equipment out there and plug it into the light pole. And from there, nigga, from every block pull up. Like, oh, there, I hear music. I hear music over there on 10th Ave. I'm about to go over there. Then the whole street be flooded with females. This is a free club. That's probably why they made the club, because they like these niggas. We got to monetize that. We got to monetize all that rapping and clubbing they got going on. We need to get a building for this. Like that. But more than anything, we got to get it together. Y'all got to get a little more serious. Those of y'all that's of serious age, you get my point? If you young, focus on being young. You ain't got to be wise or nothing like that. That's later. Just enjoy being free. That's why I always say I don't teach the young. You 8, 9 years old, I don't teach you nothing about like God and none of that. Go have fun. Your parents is your God. You get it? If you got a hard problem honoring and obeying your parents, you don't need to worry about God because you felt that the lesser thing. Right? You get it? You can't obey your parents, but you want somebody to believe you can obey God, some shit you never even seen, don't really know if it's real. That part. Your parents is a physical manifestation of God. That's for every individual. And whether you clash with the parent or not, if you can't control yourself to where you say that's still, you get it, my God, technically, I'm gonna just fall back. If you can't do that, and you mouthing off and going back and forth with your God, you don't need to worry about real God. You failed at the subpartial. You get it? You felt at the easy God. Real God ain't about to play with you, blood. On nothing. Before you come before real God, you already supposed to be in the know. It's what the fake God is for. You get it? For you to learn, like, so we be how we are. And you got people killing their own parents, putting hands on their parents. You get back in the day, you get fucked up by the whole block for that. You put your hands on your parent, nobody can trust you. He's a fucking loser. Again, if you put your hands on your parent, who come above that? What you gonna say? I wouldn't put my hands on you. You put your hands on anybody, you'll do anything to anybody. You put your hands on your parent, you will do anything to anybody. Back in the day, you'd have got fucked up. You might have got exiled. Because like I said, if you do that, you'll do anything. Can't nobody trust you. That part. And that go to family, period. You do something to your family, you can't fucking be trusted. What come before that? Your friends? Strangers? That part. If you felt that what matter, you gonna fail at all the shit that don't. Because it don't matter. And this is why we be going around snaking the shit out of each other. Because we don't got them fundamental morals in place. See, y'all would yell at y'all parents and put y'all hands on y'all parent. In that, y'all come into the world and will do anything to anybody. So you go and line your right hand man up to get his head blown off. Because you already put your hands on your muffler. Do you get it? That part. That's how y'all live today. Once I see that, I already know what's going on behind the scenes. Y'all beating y'all parents up. The young boy beating his mama up or bullying her around. He the same young man that's going to backdoor his homeboy. Why? Because if he put his hands on his mother, he'll do anything to anybody. And y'all living like that. Like y'all will do anything to anybody. So I already know, already fucked up on the first end. That part. You know, bullying your parents, beating them up or something. And so you get my point? Don't nothing come with that, but, you know. When you dealing with real God, not all that religious rhetoric, but when you dealing with real God, when you do, all punishment is mental and emotional. You get it? Physical punishments, let's say, that got to do with the devil. Say, I've been broke for a while, it's hard. That ain't got nothing to do with God. If God was trying to punish you, he wouldn't do it through money. He'd do it through strangling out your mind and your emotional state to where you can't, you get it? You can't even think about money. That's when you know, like, I gotta get right. When the emotional state mind start to get awry. You could have money or don't have money, but once that happening, you get it? You're being afflicted by God, or you've lost your balance some kind of way, because all affliction comes from the self, truly. It's like walking on hot coals. You burn your feet, you did that, but you get my point? Maybe you did that because you slipped off the balance and being into it. And so, you just need some order. You know, good morals instilled in again. You get my point? And it start with the elders. They start there because everybody is evolving into being old. So it start with respect for the elders. And you could stand on that as a little kid because you're going to be an elder one day. And that's already established for you. Y'all beating up the elders, man. Young kids is jumping the elders. And so you get my point? There got to be an order, but there got to be some respect there. Y'all lying to the young. So they beat y'all up and don't respect y'all, and ain't nothing I would say about it because it is what it is. Again, the elders, whether mothers, fathers, y'all lying to the young. That's all y'all do, is manipulate them and lie to them so they could be whatever you want or hate whoever you want them to hate. And then they get older and don't respect y'all. They be like, I put my hands on my mama and my daddy. That's how that happened. From lying so goddamn much. That's why I say I never lie to my kids. I never lie to nobody. I tell you what it is. That's that. I know you gonna respect it later. When you go through all that fake shit, you gonna be like, damn, I respect what OG just really. He ain't cutting no corners. He just told me what it was. And that is better than all this fake shit, man. Y'all just young, so y'all ain't get to that place where you like, I'm done with all this fake relationships and all this fake stuff. And so you get it? You got to be real though. Everything starts with self. But it's that. The old lying and manipulating the young like the young ain't gonna get old and realize, and you get it? And the young is beating up the old in this cycle. Well, it ain't healthy. So you get my point? Everybody got to take accountability for where they go wrong so that they can go right moving forward. Y'all think life is about cutting people off or separating this from that. It's about getting past your stupid problems and moving forward the right way. And if you can't do that, then you move forward wherever you do, but move forward. You get my point? As a people, we stuck. Everybody do grasp this, but people have whatever powers they have in whatever environments they do, and maybe this truth don't complement whatever false powers they have. They don't have a brain to grasp like the power is in equality. You got people that's lost and they think the power is in them ruling over everybody else. And that's how you get your stupid ass beheaded over time. Meaning the king have his time, and then the people have theirs when they slaughter his ass. You need an example? Polite had his time till y'all started to tear that nigga completely down. And the same go with Young Pharaoh, Eligio, Dr. Umar Johnson now. The king have his time. And then you get it? The king just the food for the people, like. And once you learn that order and that cycle, when you say, okay, you just got the group of people, they pick a king amongst themselves so they could tear that motherfucker down and eat him, and then they find another king amongst themselves to keep doing this, you say it ain't about that. It's about equality. I suppose if everybody king, then ain't nobody gonna be wanting to get beheaded. That part. It's not about everybody being low. That don't get you nowhere. But it's about everybody being king. That part. Not one above the rest, but everybody being of equal merit. In that, everybody can take on a king's load and get a lot of work done. You follow? If I know as I know and you know just as I know, we ain't got to babysit each other. I can get busy here, you can get busy here, they can get busy, you get it? And all the works get done fast because everybody on the level. Nobody dependent on the next person or all handicapped. And this is what you call like when people solid come together. They're not looking for a king, they're not looking for somebody to be above them, they looking to get to work. What's the task of the day so we can knock it out? And tomorrow's another day. It's just like your job. A bunch of strangers there working together to get the job done. But I'm talking about in life. You building up something every day or doing the works towards something every day that you and yours can benefit off years to come. You're not talking business. Y'all Babylon monkeys. I'm talking life. Things for when you need to take a break from the Babylon monkey shit. I'm talking about that. It's good old fun, good old fellowship in spaces. Where's the fun fellowship in space where you don't gotta have no conversation about work, business, what you got, what this person got, but where y'all could just enjoy the present moment? Where's that at? Nowhere. You gotta come online or wherever you go and listen to niggas compete with each other. They're both bums. Two bums trying to make the other one feel more bummier. And that's all it is. Y'all don't be insulting high like, I got 10 grand, nigga, you supposed to return that with I got 15 grand. Y'all will be returning it with bum talk. You broke. That ain't how that go, nigga. If I tell you I got 10 grand, you supposed to come back harder. Nigga, shut up, I got 30. You don't come back bum talking about, man, that's fake. You know all the bum shit. You don't know nothing else. And so you get my point? Y'all gotta get on the level, man. It's all in the words. Y'all conversation, y'all gotta start becoming aware of y'all conversations. And the things y'all be talking about amongst y'all own selves. It be all emotional based, all manipulation based, but it don't have nothing to do with no works towards anything. You got your friends, y'all be talking. What's the works y'all talking? You get it? Nothing. Sitting about gossiping about this person, arguing over some gossip that y'all in disagreement over. Or just stupid, dumb talking about nothing. No goal or nothing that y'all can be doing together to make it better for y'all as a crew. Y'all drink liquor, smoke blunts every day on the bench. Why y'all got no plan where y'all could be doing that in a better environment at least? Let's trip in and get this little waterfall land I seen. Then we could go smoke our blunts and drink our shit by the waterfall. And then we can invite some bad hoes to come out there because they ain't got that. And every week we can meet up and go put some work in on the place. This is good fun. This is something to do besides sitting here smoking and drinking, looking at the wall. Why y'all don't do that? Like I said, there's a lot of limitations in the brain put in place. And so I be trying to get y'all on that kind of time, but y'all got too much separation. Y'all got too much arguing in y'all. And it's from all the different groups and all the competing. To where y'all can't even have a regular conversation. And that, we can't get nowhere. And that's how they trying to put the whole society, black, white, Chinese, whoever. They want y'all all angry at something. As long as y'all angry, y'all don't think clearly, and y'all don't get shit done. And this is most of y'all thoughts probably. You like, man, I ain't getting shit done that I need to. I don't know what's going on. Exactly what I said. They keeping y'all in argumentative frequency. Like, angry about something. If I ask most of y'all, whatever you angry about, look how stupid it is. This shit don't even got nothing to do with your real life or your real day-to-day. How'd that even happen? Like I said, it's already a part of the Babylon program. As soon as you come in Babylon, then you will be angry over something. You get it? Now you poor, they got a bunch of shit for y'all to be pissed off at. You rich, oh, they got a bunch of shit for y'all to get mad about too. And you get my point? Whatever you find yourself being in Babylon, there's a whole list of things for you to be mad about. Just find your place. When you a little kid and ain't a part of shit, you ain't got no problem. You ain't got no problem with nothing. Ain't no problem. But as soon as you fall into one of these piles they got in place, and you just adopt all the problems of the pile. Next thing you know, you're angry and problem filled, and you get my point? Let the stagnation begin. We still suffering slave hangover. Some of y'all like the slaves in the past. The one slave had pride because he got sold for more than the other slave. And one slave got sold for $20 and that nigga got sold for $50. He think he better than the nigga that got sold for $20. Both these niggas for sale. Y'all like that in the daytime. The one rapper said they offered me $1 million deal. How much they offered you? For sale. And Gilly, the kid, tell the next podcaster, man, they bought us for more than you. This the reality y'all live. Motherfucking high-priced slaves proud of being bought and sold. That part. Let that stick in the fucking head. Why we don't own online where we buy niggas? Because the mind didn't even think of that. It's slave hangover. The one slave sold for $20, he mad at the slave that got sold for $50. Not mad they ain't free. And nigga mad and this one proud because he got bought for more. We gotta get rid of a lot of these slave hangover thoughts we have. And it has plagued our women as well. Meaning they got our black females thinking they stupid, dumb little kids that supposed to get taken care of like a baby. This interfere with the fucking kids getting taken care of. Think on that. If the one adult doing what they supposed to do and the other adult doing what they supposed to do so the kid get a lot. If the mama's half a fucking baby, whatever she getting supposed to get it. They got us on that kind of time. They got our women on stupid little kid time thinking they a baby, so they become completely helpless to men. Men say, I don't even want to deal with them, they dumb. It's like having a grown fucking baby. What I need that for? Do you get it? A black woman ain't a help me. She your damn kid. You a black man, that ain't how you feel? You say shit, even if she taking care of you. Don't it feel like your kid taking care of you the way she nagging the fuck out of you? Right? Like that. They got our women as little fucking kids. They don't have a brain to see it on their own. Like, oh yeah, I'm moving around this motherfucker like a dumb kid. I'm living a fake movie that's just exists in my own head. They working on the kids, meaning the dumb chick that got the dumb mindset, she gonna work on the kids' dumb mind. The kid gonna be useless, thinking that life is just a given. You get it? And from there, let the dumb breaking down the whole tribe begin. And we past that point. And ain't nobody taking out the time to put the order back. But you get it? That come with listening, so. We in bad shape as a people if y'all don't realize it. Meaning as a people in a whole, we finished. As individuals, well, we hanging on. You know how black people are. We could cold-blooded die and go. We could die and keep face. Like that's one thing a black person could do. Suffer more than you can imagine and keep the face on straight. Like I ain't bothered. We learned that from slavery, nigga. Beat your back till you bleed, but you gotta act like it don't hurt. Now y'all make sure y'all get back. I got to take me another restroom break. That go Pete's running through me. Okay, where was I at? They said I got some good interlude music. Those of y'all that's on here, if you don't mind, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, one of those days, put up a post on your social media site somewhere. Put happy birthday, little Jaden. That's my grandson. He's about to turn 5. Dream Lather said, who was calling me Solace? I don't know what you mean. That's been my name since I came. A lot of y'all think I was doing something else and didn't get it. If you young and you new to the wisdom or new to online, ain't nothing else. It's just been that. And I break down scholarship and deep things. Never nothing else. And never no other name. It's the same name, Solace. So said my phone was ringing. Oh, I get what you said. Who was calling me? I wouldn't know. It wasn't nobody important. Probably was your goofy ass. Now, high price polished slaves. Now, y'all let me know while I'm here. What's y'all dilemma with giving back? Because that's important. Kind of come here and just do whatever y'all want. Life ain't about that. And I don't know who's convincing you or manipulating you into thinking that somewhere in life somebody supposed to teach you every day like you some handicapped retard and you never give back or do anything. You get my point? I'm asking because y'all making it a habit now, like you doing it on purpose. Don't play with me. Like, if you got a disdain or something, move along. I ain't got no relationship with none of y'all for nobody to have no problem. I want to be clear on that. If you come here with a never-ending problem, you got a mindset like Solace won't take accountability. Nigga, we don't got no relationship. You obsessed. Ain't nothing I could do to you. You could just get mad when your shoe fit, whatever I'm talking about. Outside of that, you get my point? I don't want to be carrying on with none of y'all. Not in that kind of way. That's goofy. I don't know what emotional problems you got. Where you come every day trying to make dumb points, but this ain't the place for that. Once you get to the point where you trying to make a point to me and you like moving on opposite time, you done. You go on your way. That's in real life and online. Meaning if I know you in real life and you ain't crystal clear on whatever you got an issue with, but you doing dumb shit to like get my attention, you done from there. I hope whatever you have to say was important, cause it ain't gonna hold none to me. Once you an enemy, you that. I'm not gonna play with you like there's some we enemies if you don't do this or I'm gonna play them dumb fucking games. It's gonna be whatever you want it to be. But while y'all here, those of y'all that don't give back, let me know like the mindset. Cause you get it? I don't want to be coming, you get my point? In this new year playing with none of y'all. If y'all not gonna give back, whether through paying tithe, opportunity, or whatever, y'all could teach yourselves. I'm not here to be adopting niggas' bitternesses and their stupidness. And some of y'all lost in your ego. You a little kid, you think it's your job to tell me how to act. You better snap out of stupid for you get the real shit that you didn't get. A lot of y'all think you got cursed out or disrespected. Blood, you didn't get nothing yet. But you keep fucking carrying on. Like I'm playing with you in some way because you getting ignored and you think you tough because I ain't give you attention yet. You gonna be crumbled when I'm done with you. And I ain't gonna stop after you crumble. Don't carry on with me. If you come in here to learn, oblige to what I say. You not the teacher. I didn't come to learn from you. The moment you got so much to say back to whatever I say, you could just go on your way. That means you done learning. Anything after that is just you starting trouble. You get your motherfucking feelings hurt, so that's what you supposed to get. Why is you lingering around like the snake? A lot of y'all do this in your real life. You got a little disdain with your little best buddy, your family member, but you just a goofy. You don't know how to converse and communicate. You want to get attention in the dumbest ways so that when they do it, excuse me, when they do ask you what's your problem, you the dumb type to be like nothing. Y'all know people like that? Where you see like they bothered by something. They ain't, you get it, they ain't saying though. You ask the dumb motherfucker, what's going on with you? You acting weird. And they be like nothing. If you got somebody in your life like that, cut them the fuck off. Don't even play with them. That's a whole stupid mind game shit you don't even want to deal with. Again, if you ask somebody, what is your problem? This is communication time, so y'all can get over it. If they talking about nothing, you dealing with a stupid dummy that just want to be mad at any moment that they can. You probably bit it inside with their own life or some shit. Let them go. And don't even leave the door open. Just close that shit, let them go. They what they are. They gonna probably always be that. And so a lot of y'all come here in that fashion. You got a never-ending problem, but you ain't have a resolve for it yet. You think you supposed to dictate what I do and how I do what I do. You come here, get the wisdom, and you get back. If that's what was required of you. If you feel like I don't agree with that part, then get lost, because I'm not about to go back and forth with you where you think you manipulating me to be your slave. The fact you think that would even work on me is like, just get fucking lost. And so I'm saying that because the channel about to be all the way opened up. And I would hate to reclose that shit all the way like a week later, because I'm not playing with none of y'all. We about to go into a new year. You niggas is going to be coming to this channel with not no videos up. And it wouldn't matter to me. Come here in the proper respect. Stop playing stupid games. Stop trying to attack in cowardly ways. I don't acknowledge none of those things. If you got a problem, you pull up on me like you got a real one. And when you realize you ain't got the heart to, come to the conclusion that you don't have a real problem. You're just probably a spoiled brat, a goofy, something like that. And get all that shit together moving forward. I'm about everything being right on the moving forward. Not the playing games with people, day after day. Especially if we got no relationship. I'm not even about to, you get my point? Hear you out. What does it matter? And so, I don't see none of y'all commenting your reasons why you ain't giving back. And so, you get my point? Better get all that dumb shit together. Salam, shalom. Peace and wisdom, 11. Now, I'm about to depart. If y'all got any questions, ask before I go. Those of y'all with never-ending problems, move along so you don't mess it up for those that's actually coming for wisdom, because you not. You coming for a problem. And when you get one, you get one, boy? You broken from nothing, so you might want to chill out. Other than that, I can't do nothing to nobody. If you come here and you got a problem, and it don't have anything to do with a scholarship I explain, or wisdom of some sort, then you just stupid and you done with wisdom, because that's all I do. You got a problem, you say, I don't like the way he act. Get lost. You ain't here for wisdom no more. I ain't here as no social media influencer or somebody looking for you to like me. You come to get the wisdom, that's that. And once you're done talking outside of knowledge, you done with the knowledge. A lot of y'all come here because you like me. You got ulterior motive. And then when you don't get what you want to play like you a victim or somebody a bad person. No, you just not true. And so you get my point? I'm done with you. You got people that be coming on here, they waiting for a moment where we gonna have a reconciliation of some sort. Motherfucker, I don't know you like that. You showed your stupid ass bummy side too fast before there was any bond. A lot of y'all move like that in the daytime. You show your sloppy ass ways too early, then you be thinking there's some bond, and it ain't none yet. You showed your dumbass hand too early. And that you waiting for some reconciliation or some apology. I ain't got nothing to say to you, man. Just get your weird ass on. I like to deal with people that's solid all the time. Not flippity floppity. I don't get my way. Let me show that I'm an enemy. And when I get my way, then I don't do that, bro. You gotta be what you is always. Peace and wisdom, Divine Minds TV. So you make sure you pay your dues daily, weekly, or monthly. One or the other, man. Stop making so much of a big deal out of simple shit, because that's how y'all doing today. I'll stay with a dumb storyline for the simplest thing. Come here, get the wisdom, pay your dues ever so often. If it ain't important to you and it don't mean nothing, then you go buy your liquor or whatever the fuck you buy. But don't come here. Like, it's that simple. I'm not chasing views or none of that. Like I said, I'm blackballed. I don't even attempt to play that game once I knew that. I teach y'all, I deal with y'all. That's that. You get my point? I'm not about to be doing all that other shit. Finding fake beefs and things to get numbers. I'm not doing it. You appreciate the wisdom, make sure you give back. I ain't gonna mention it no more. Meaning I'm not gonna bring it up again. Do as you do. But if you come to my chin on the first and that shit's blank, hopefully nobody got no problem because y'all be carrying on after. You get my point? Y'all didn't want to give back. I put all that shit membership only. Y'all crying about that. Don't cry. Just leave. You get my point? Other than that, you figure it out. Meaning a lot of y'all got that dumb mindset where you like to force your unfair ways, never realizing that it don't benefit you none. And the last thing you want to do is be unfair with somebody that could do you awful in every aspect of reality, like physically, mentally, and emotionally. Again, you can only be unfair with people that you can. Y'all be in the daytime trying to be unfair and manipulate, and it's like give it a rest for you get yourself hurt. You not even built to ever be playing unfair games. You need to go with all the fair shit that there is in life. Cause if shit get unfair, you definitely gonna be on the bottom ends of that shit. A lot of y'all don't have that mind to get that. We could be unfair. I'm not gonna lose nothing. I could be more aggressive and worse than any of y'all could fathom. Your ass gonna be suffering when life get all unfair as you is now. Now life unfair, right? Some of y'all suffering. I ain't like that. And so life is a balance. I learn. He said focus on girls, not on goals. Because a girlfriend is permanent success. Whoever that is, don't listen to them. Romeo Akbar said, I think some people just broke, Solace. I don't think it's always about a disdain or a problem. I'm speaking from time, not a moment. You get my point? I'm not a stupid nigga that, you get my point? If I say something, just, I know what I'm talking about, nigga. Ain't that much broke in the fucking world. Get real. And everybody that come here, like I said, I don't know no broke people, so I'm gonna get off all that broke talk. Y'all need to get broke out y'all mind space. Can't, won't, all that poverty shit, just get it out your mind. Y'all got too much of it. Ain't got nothing to do with it. We talking about just period in life. A lot of y'all need to start there. Get the I can't, I'm broke, I'm useless, all that dumb shit that be floating in your mind and make you think like people obligated to serve you because you ain't got shit. Get that out your fucking mind. You want to be held as an equal, you got to carry it as one. You might not have as much as the next man, but you got what you got, and you could stand on what you got. You can always pay your own way. And I'm learning how to be dependents and lessons. That ain't the way. Everybody gonna have their hardships and their hard moments where they need help. And then you got motherfuckers that just become helpless. Where it's like, that's your life now. Just looking for somebody to help you and like baby you. I can't do it. I know too many people in real life like that. And so I make sure with y'all, I'm like, oh hell no. Already got too many dependent brain retards in real life. I'm not about to take on the world. What I look like, man. And so get it together, please, when you come here. Have a half a brain and kind of think beyond your own self. Other than that, you come here, you get the deepest wisdom of life. you should be thankful about it. I don't see what any of y'all would have a disdain for anyway. So you cursed us out. Pay your fucking dues. Do everything on your end for you cry about anything. Other than that, I wouldn't know what you're talking about. I noticed with this generation, y'all y'all don't want to be held accountable for nothing. Now y'all don't have no repercussions for nothing. Y'all kind of do whatever y'all want, and then y'all think like once it's brought to the surface, then okay, let's just move by it, past it, and that's not how things go when you're dealing with people from a different kind of time. You got to acknowledge your wrongs and fix your wrongs before the moving forward part. Ain't no just blowing past it. It's the going your own way, and you get it. I'll go my own way, or you fix your errors. Like in the daytime, y'all think y'all supposed to be accepted in any flawed way. Maybe you a cousin, a sister, a brother, a kid, a friend. You got this obligated thing in your mind where you like, you're supposed to just be accepted in any flawed, immoral way that you come. And that ain't how that go with real people. I wouldn't care who you are. Once you show your ass is stupid, that's for you. Like, go on your way for you, because I would hate to put my fucking hands on you. And that's all that's going to happen. And so, you get my point? If you older, you need to get back on the old school way. Getting too sloppy. Like, people too comfortable being dumb, imbalanced, disrespectful. You get my point? Y'all be violating people at work, pulling up on them with your phone out, then talking about they got bad service. Yeah, you got your phone all in their face. I don't got no... Y'all nasty to me in the daytime. I be seeing shit like that online. Motherfucker at McDonald's or some shit, you recording them, bothering them. When did that become funny? When did somebody trying to work their job become something to bother? Like, I'm from the time where they used to tell us, man, as long as you got something, like, you can always hold your head high as long as you got a job or some income coming in. We live in a day where these bum little niggas think nothing is better than a low budget job. Nigga think saying I don't have a job, I don't work, but he ain't got no income or nothing coming in. They think that sound better than saying I work at McDonald's. It don't. And so a lot of y'all in this generation need to get offline. That shit's throwing your mind off. You start where you start. Once you get to the point where you shaming people that's working, mind you, you got kids out here. I'm saying it from that perspective. I will hope no little kids see that and be like, I'ma just sell drugs because I ain't about to be going through that. I'm fucking up little kids' future doing dumb shit. Half y'all old as hell doing that. You an old ass person doing that to a teenager. A teenager working at Dollar General, maybe they in their early 20s. You 40 and 50 years old bothering them. When did that become cool? Like, I thought the elder supposed to tell them, like, yo, it's good that you here working, you know? You could be out there. Y'all making the young feel like, man, I better just go sell my ass and sell some drugs, because I ain't trying to be working in no job, nigga, pull up bothering me. That shit getting despicable out here, but to each his own. You be giving poor people food while the camera on. Dressing their friends up as bums, giving their friends a whole bunch of money, starting GoFundMe so the public that's stupid could give back to this fake bum. Y'all in a trick bag. Shit nasty out here if you young. You see, I watched one of those videos where a nigga came along and gave some bum some money. Then after that said, man, we raised $600,000 for this bum. You knew that bum dressed up like that. They split y'all fucking shit, and that's the new hustle. I shouldn't even have said that, because half y'all gonna do it now, right? That's what the fuck that was that I was watching? Yeah. If you go tell your friend dress up like a bum and go get her kids, and sit on this fucking corner right here. We live right in the neighborhood, so ain't nobody know you ain't no bum. Who gives a fuck? And then a quarter nigga walking up giving you your own money. Like, yeah. That shit go viral. Y'all make y'all view money. You know, set up a GoFundMe for your fake homeless ass. They get GoFundMes, and y'all just split that shit. And when they see the person that was pretending like they a bum, not a bum, they say, we helped them. They was never a fucking bum, you dummy. Yo, we live in a time where you could do any scam. It's like I said, I could just bag up some crack and sell it to y'all as the new weight loss medicine. That shit have had you skinny at the end of the week. Y'all would be like, Solace was right. Live in dumb times, man. And I can't afford to take the hit of like explaining shit to y'all. Cause you see what I just said right now? That shit gonna cost me. You got corporations behind these people, and you get it. They're just gonna put the black ball rope on tighter. And so you get my point. Talking to y'all become that. Gonna put itself on the chopping block, and y'all stay dumber and dumber. But life is life. Yeah, I'm about to depart. I got some food to eat. I'm a little famished. Journey well.